how was your wildlife expedition? Clearly. Did you save a lot of?
I
Save
do
a lot
look
of
like I went on.
caribou?
I look like I went on safari, don't I?
What's in,
I look like I'm
got
about to
onto this-
invent Jurassic Park. Huh?
what's in all those pockets? What could be in all those?
You know what's
things?
weird? There's nothing in the pockets, but this is heavy as hell. Every time I pick it up, I'm like, did I leave something in there? No, the pockets themselves are heavy.
Look like I ran into you on Route 1.
Yeah, I feel like I have like a fucking like a ivory tusk in one of these.
Yeah, you got the raptor claw.
I'm dressed like a poacher right now.
You're freaking out an 11-year-old. How?
I look like the fucking bad guy from Rescuers Down Under.
And tell me, how was trophy hunting?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I took my elephant shotgun and killed a fucking elephant. So, do you remember Rescuers Down Under?
I just barely a little before my time.
It's in Australia, right? It's set in Australia.
Yeah.
And the bad guy has a Texan accent.
Wait, kind of. It's like a southern
He's
Texas.
like, oh, I'm gonna get you.
This is a cartoon, right?
It's a cartoon.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
The little mouses.
It's just a
and the main character kid who gets kidnapped by the poacher.
like often.
No, just the one. It's just a movie.
Maybe I just only.
What's going on? Where did I lose you?
I just barely know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I do a little bit.
It's a Disney animated movie,
Rescuers Down Under.
sequel to The Rescuers.
Okay.
Okay,
Gotcha.
And it's these two mice that have to go find this kid who got kidnapped by a poacher in Australia.
Okay. Cool.
The poacher is from Texas.
Nice.
And the kid is from Chicago. It's two American people in Texas. The only Australian character in the whole motherfucking thing is this like Australian like basically tour guide for, and he's like, oh crikey, miss.
That doesn't sound very down under at all.
No, and I fucking watched it Down Under,
Right.
and the people I was watching it with were like, "Hey, this is dog shit. What the? Why is he from? Why is he from Texas?
Yeah.
he sings home on the range, which is not accurate. But I'm dressed like that guy.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Did you know that when you? It seems no. I figured you knew it. I figured you were doing like a.
Well, does it look like I'm a poacher in a cool way?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Because it's got like fun holes in it.
Do I look like a good guy conservationist or a bad guy poacher?
Anti-hero.
Anti-hero.
It's like you're trophy hunting, but that's the only way the wildlife gets preserved.
How?
Because you fund the conservation by trophy hunting.
Oh, interesting. I wonder what twisted thing must have happened in my childhood to make me think that was how it was going to work, you know?
It's kind of like unfortunately, you're there for the trophy hunting, but you're accepted for the good that it brings.
All right. I don't think that's very anti-hero. I think that's like a bad guy trying to make up for all the bad he's doing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad either.
Yeah. But he won't stop doing the thing. I'm still
Yeah.
trophy hunting.
Yeah.
This is the saddest thing that you could ever see. I saw videos of these guys hunting elephants, like big game hunting. First off,
Bummer.
Fuck big game hunters.
Yeah, and fuck trophy hunters.
Fuck trophy hunters.
Yeah,
fuck
right.
every hunting. Well, not every hunting. You know,
Yeah.
man's got to eat.
Man's gotta eat.
But like watching these guys go out and kill an elephant is the saddest thing of all time. Don't kill elephants.
Yeah.
And they're doing it for like, they're like, oh, there's no greater hunt. There's no greater prize that you could get than the largest land mammal.
It's so stupid.
It's
the
dumb.
dumbest shit I've ever
dumb.
heard.
Just because like your fucking mom didn't hug you, and now you gotta.
It's a weird thing to make up.
Your dad hand shook you instead of hugging you and telling you he loved you.
It's a fucking bizarre way to be. Like
It's
what,
insane.
What,
I'm gonna go end a beautiful, wise animal life.
What do you also like? You have to be rich to do that. What are you chasing? Go to Target. You just go buy your food. There's no what like. It's,
Well, it's not for the food. It's for the thrill.
I know it's crazy.
For the thrill of the hunt.
Skydive.
Yeah, I
You
don't
could
think these people would enjoy the skydive.
There's so many better ways to thrill seek. It's stupid.
Yeah,
It's
no, these
stupid as
guys
hell.
are murderous fucking assholes.
Yeah, and that's what
I
it
think
is.
they're trying to kill something that shouldn't be killed.
And that's what it is.
And that's what it is.
Just because
It's so sad. There's videos of them doing it, and then you see the fucking elephant go down, and it's so sad.
Oh man.
Bring a straight up tear to your eye.
Yeah.
They're like,
No. Oh no. No. Stop. Yeah. It can talk.
it's a wise old elephant.
It's animated.
Yeah, it's a Disney elephant.
No.
Why? away. And then little Dumbo
No!
comes out. He's like, Papa, Papa.
Does he fly away scared?
No, he's not real Dumbo. He's just a really regular kid elephant. He's like,
Stop!
Papa,
Stop!
Papa. And then they fucking drag the big elephant on the back of a fucking like pickup. They just like drag him by the fucking tusks through the dirt and his fucking.
Oh.
And the kid elephant's going, Papa, no, Papa, what? And then they start doing pot shots at the little guy to be like, hey, get out of here. You know what I mean? Papa! No!
What is wrong with you? What do you mean, what's wrong with? What's wrong with you? No, what's wrong with you? No, what's wrong with you?
The meantime. Why do you have to be so mean?
Fuck, man.
That's how those videos go.
I just visualized all that really well.
Yeah, you did it in cartoon in your head,
I
too.
did. You're such a good storyteller. I wish you were worse. That was awful.
Yeah.
That was horrific.
Well, that's what I do for a living.
Will you do that?
I've been there. I've been there.
Will you do a nice one to even it out?
Yeah, one time I was hunting. What's a nice hunting story?
No, I just meant a nice story in general. It doesn't have to be another murder thing.
One time, this is a story that my dad told me about him and my Uncle Rob hanging out.
Okay.
It was him and Uncle Rob, and they're the same age. And my dad's hanging out. They're playing this game. I think it was like Lego Racing, one of the Lego Racing games.
Like video?
Video game
Cool.
where you can make your own track on the thing.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, and
Go on.
my dad apparently made a ramp that went directly vertical and a directly vertical back down, kind of like the Spy Kids 3D ramp. You know what I mean?
I'm totally on board.
And my dad went, "Oof, pretty steep incline." And my Uncle Rob went, "Did you just say shit the Bing Ba?"
Yay!
We're back.
Everything's okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you want a beer?
Huh? Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see what you got.
That story made me want a beer. It was a beer having story.
What do you got here?
It's Beero.
Beero.
Not sponsored.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, I'm not going to drink this. This is gross.
You don't like it?
It's a hazy IPA, kid.
You don't like a hazy IPA?
No.
Me? I love one.
Yeah, so this is a non-alcoholic. So Pat's back on his non-alcoholic.
you remember
Okay.
the 21st night of September?
Right. So this does have alcohol in it, though, just
Yeah,
to let you know.
just a
Less
little
than
bit.
0.5%, but that's like if you downed like a rack of these, then you're getting wasted.
And I will.
That's
That's what I'm in it for.
You've been having beers
Getting
in the
wasted.
shower.
Oh, I've been doing bath beers.
Can you imagine doing a non-alcoholic bath beer?
What I do?
What kind of psychopath would do a non-alcoholic bath
What I
beer?
do is I fill up a nice flat bath.
He didn't have an alcohol addiction before this. He's not getting off it. He's getting on.
I've never been.
He's hopping on. This is like bowling with the guards up. You know what I mean? He's
never-
working himself up to taking those guards down.
I've never been drunk in my life. No, I fill up a nice flat bath, no bubbles, no additives, nothing, just still hot water.
Okay.
I get a cooler from my garage. I put a towel on the cooler. I put my iPad on that, and I rip through what is right now Punk Hazard on One Piece. And then I got my phone so I can play the Pokemon trading card game app. And then I sit in the bath and I drink this non-alcoholic beer. And I will stay there for so long, at least 3 episodes of One Piece, at least.
Yeah. And 2 phone calls from me about strategy.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You called me the other day. I was fully naked the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was like, but
Talk to me, Gaines.
Yeah.
You should get a Bluetooth headset for that.
Jared gets his best and also wackiest ideas at midnight to 1 a.m.
Yeah.
But you got to answer because sometimes they're the best ones. But when they're the wackiest ones, you got to stick around because you don't want to kill the momentum on the best ones.
Sure.
Right. So you got to be there no matter what.
You got to hit no matter what. You got to hit him with the. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
Sometimes.
you like not even sometimes like half
Sure.
the time. Like half the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I'm firing at less of a ratio.
Sure.
I think
I know you are.
Yeah.
You know, in basketball, they don't count your free throw percentage if you don't hit a minimum number of shots.
Wait, no, I don't. Explain that.
So they'll count everybody's free throw percentage, but if you don't hit a minimum number of free throws, they won't do your percentage.
Like times going to the line?
Yeah, like let's say like LeBron went to the line 100 times in the past, whatever, he'll have a free throw percentage.
I see.
But if I went to the line like twice, they're not going to do the percentage.
Oh,
for me.
yeah. No.
So what I'm saying is,
I'm on the bench.
you're not throwing up enough to have a percentage.
No.
So
No. That would get in the way of my jerking off.
it doesn't get in the way of mine. So I don't know what you're doing with your day.
Damn shit.
Yeah.
I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah, you're not doing anything different than I'm doing.
Fuck.
I eliminate the beer aspect, the non-alcoholic beer for my bath, but and I'm jerking off in the bathtub too.
Holy
not even to completion, just because it's cool for it to poke out of the water.
Just kind of look like.
Whoa.
Okay, Loch Ness.
Ahoy.
Ahoy.
Captain, cracking up the starboard bow.
You got two little boats.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I always got two little boats.
Yeah.
And I have a hat and a corncob pipe when I'm in there. And I'm like, Captain!
She's coming up the starboard rear. You're making it move on.
Port the starboard, Captain! I'm giving it all she's got!
You're making it move on its own.
Crashes into my dick.
Yeah,
like the Titanic.
You're making it move on its own, like when girls get freaked out.
Yeah.
Started podcasting, and then the microphone was going out, and then the camera was fading to black while we was trying to podcast. We were in the studio and having technical difficulties. And now we don't know what to do with the rest of the show, with the rest of the night, with the rest of the flow, with the rest of the go, with the rest of the hoes in the back of the truck where they all want to be, where they all want to fuck. So they get on my dick and they go nice and crazy on Jared mustache when they go on crazy.
On my mustache?
I just looked at you, and then I was
On a
like,
mustache,
I was
on a-
like, well, if one's on my dick, then they'd have to also.
Then Nicki Minaj must be there because she's about to put this pussy on his sideburns.
Right.
Cool.
Well, if we've got it's a 1-to-1 thing, right?
Yeah.
If we have hose in the back of the truck,
Yes.
then Nicki Minaj must be on your sideburns. that's just like,
Yeah.
and that's just because, right?
Yeah.
Because A equals B.
And that's boy math. I figured out that to be funny to girls, you just have to be up on the current lingo.
That's really disheartening.
Yeah, all you got to do to be, and you're really funny to girls. Girls find you really funny because you stay on Twitter.
I do. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
And all they're doing is like, oh, I'm a slay girly now.
Yeah. Or what's the crash out is a big one right now
For girls,
but for the
for white girls
Tik-
using it wrong,
Twitter and TikTok, yes, big time.
saying crash out when you just responded like okay to a comment.
Or just being real upset.
Oh, I'm a certified crash out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone said something to you that made you cry, so that was you crashing out.
I saw a very viral video of a girl crying about taxes, and it was like titled "Most Justifiable Crash Out Ever."
Not a crash out. Not a crash out. It's okay. You know what people like doing is taking things from black people.
Yeah. You know,
black people.
Tony and Casey are two goats. Tony Stakovi, is that his name? Statovici.
Wow.
And
Stakovi sounds like Russian.
yeah, I guess you're right.
Tony
yeah,
Stakovi. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right. And Casey Fry.
And Casey Fry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
black people. Yeah. He's the funniest guy on TikTok. You think?
I think
funniest guy on TikTok.
I think he's one of the funniest guys on the internet in like the past 15, 20 years.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Really
He
good.
would have killed on mine.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank our sponsor for this week's episode,
Green Chef.
Pew, pew, pew.
This year, ditch the fads and create healthier eating habits than last year with real, clean foods. Green Chef makes it easy with recipes curated for a variety of lifestyles and dietary needs.
Do you want to create better eating habits that last? Green Chef makes it easy with dietitian-developed recipe options featuring fresh organic produce and quality whole foods delivered to your door each week.
Green Chef can even help keep you feeling energized and curb cravings through Dry April with a specialty curated hydration bundle.
Dry April, huh?
You'll want to stay hydrated during Dry April.
January, February, March didn't work?
It's a it's a high and dry
It's a
April.
high and dry April.
And you'll want to,
And you're gonna want
to be hydrated.
You're going to want to be hydrated. Wow. You know, what I'd like to do is I like to bounce between my HelloFresh and my Green Chef.
Oh,
if
my
you guys
goodness.
didn't know that Green Chef is owned by HelloFresh.
They're friends.
And they're friends, and we've partnered with HelloFresh before. They're our buddies. We love HelloFresh. And when I get bloated off of eating 24 pork taquitos that was supposed to be split between a family of 4, I like to grab a Green Chef instead of my normally scheduled HelloFresh and eat a friggin' salad.
It makes sense that the America's #1 meal kit would be friends with America's #1 meal kit for clean eating.
I'll tell you what. You know, I think they could probably make a meal kit for candy, and it would be America's #1 meal kit for candy. That's how successful they are. Look at them go.
They should.
They should be more #1s of stuff.
They should call us.
They should call us. They should call us. So thrive all year with clean, easy meals from Green Chef. Go to greenchef.com/meantimefree and use code meantimefree to get started with free salads for 2 months plus 50% off your first box.
That's greenchef.com/meantimefree, the #1 meal kit for eating well.
Thank you, Green Chef. Me and Pat have written some jokes.
Yeah.
Me and Pat have some jokes that we wrote. I was just in a joke writing mood, and then we came up with the idea that we wanted to do a weekend update.
Yeah, and then Jared brought it up to me, and then I think I kind of misinterpreted what he was saying.
Yeah.
And then I started doing a weekend update, and Jared was like, oh, okay, well then, yeah.
Yeah. No, I was just I wrote a bunch of jokes. Do you want to do a bunch of jokes with me? And then I was like, a couple of mine are weekend update style. And then Pat was like, I have 5 weekend update shows. So I was like, oh, shit. Okay,
yeah, my bad. But it's cool.
So we would like to welcome you to the Meantime Action News at 6.
With your host, Jared Gaines and Patrick Gilchrist. A study was done this week where scientists found amazing similarities between chimpanzees and human conversation. These ranged from interrupting the other speaker more than 1.5 seconds before they finished gesturing to responding 8.5 seconds later. However, scientists thought that the way I throw my poop at the wall was very different than chimpanzees.
Hey, not bad. Hey, all right. I thought yours were going to suck really bad.
All right.
Okay. Astrophysicist Hakeem Alusier recently made the statement that a Dyson sphere, a theoretical object that would wrap around our sun and absorb its energy, isn't plausible because there's not enough matter in our solar system to fully encase the sun. However, I heard that if you fold a piece of paper 42 times, it would reach the moon. Problem solved. Just make it out of paper, astro nerd.
I'm such a shitty, dumb guy, easy laugh. Just all those big words. I was like, no way.
Yeah, I brought news, bud.
That's good. All right. The trailer for the new live-action Lilo and Stitch movie was just released. It'll be in theaters this summer. Chris Sanders is returning as Stitch, and Lilo will be played by Scarlett Johansson. I told Jared that last night.
Yeah,
he knew what it was.
One in, huh?
All right, the chimpanzee one was funnier. Fine.
All right, fine.
All right, fine.
I think I told you this one. John Cena turned heel for the first time in his career, a move which immediately elevated the drama going into WrestleMania. It cemented The Rock as the best bad guy in the WWE while also reinvigorating a stale Cody Rhodes character by giving him something real to fight for by taking on a true legend in Cena. That's great, babe, screams my fully naked girlfriend from the bed, desperately trying to have sex with me.
Fully naked's the funniest naked to be.
I tried a couple different nakeds.
To be fully?
Yeah. I tried stark naked.
Stark naked's good. Stark naked's good. All right, I'm going to do it. Tons of special pieces of O.J. Simpson memorabilia have just hit the auction block, and all of the items have a ton of history behind them. Items up for auction include a Heisman USC poster,
Nice.
a signed Bible, and a note that reads, "I'm going to get that bitch. No one can stop me. They'll never underestimate me again. I was sent by Cthulhu to do this. I'll be feared in all 9 realms when they finally see what I'm capable of after I've knocked this bitch's block off."
You said tons twice and bitch twice.
Up for auction. His note.
His note, not mine.
Not mine. His note.
Bring the note to him.
Up for auction.
You know?
Can't bring it to him now.
Wow. Right-wing influencer Matt Walsh said on a camera that he is a theocratic fascist, meaning that he thinks his religious beliefs should be forced on people by the government. You know what I think should be forced on people by the government? The Fast and Furious movies, because they're awesome.
That's some shit I would say outside of the context of a joke. Just like, you know what we could do instead? Yeah, that's great.
All right, another bad
Awesome.
one from you?
Oh, come on. I'm really surprised the first one hit the best so far.
I
know. Okay, I got to prepare this one.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we're good. This past Sunday, 3 men in Malibu were on a fishing trip when it turned berserk as a dolphin weighing more than 900 pounds appeared to fall out of the sky before crash landing on their small boat. One of the fishermen was able to capture a photo of the dolphin seen here.
Oh, I didn't even think to do that. Ah, shit. Oh, I should have done that. Oh, damn it.
Jared's just mad creatively.
Oh, I should have done one about you with a picture. Shit. Oh, that's good. That's good. God damn it. All right.
Could have found a story of a guy with a big nose or whatever.
Yeah,
Would've been
something.
easy.
Fuck. All right. Danielle Brigoli, a.k.a. Bad Baby, and Alabama Barker, daughter of Travis Barker, are currently in a heated beef after Danielle claimed Alabama tried to get with her man while Danielle was away undergoing cancer treatment. For millennials, this would be like if an epic narwhal said "me gusta tabe" while his mustache doggo was adulting at the bacon pancake store.
Okay.
I ran that one by my dad, and he was like, "Son, I don't get it."
Yeah. What it's kind of like a triple deep fried joke. Right. You have to exist among a lot of different things.
Yeah.
But it's really funny to me.
Well, it's a good thing this isn't airing on NBC.
Yeah.
You know?
They would run that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, they would.
Okay, this is my last one.
That was my last
All right,
one. So this is great.
Awesome. Okay. Earlier this week, Independent.com reported that the first case of a highly contagious ringworm transmitted through sex was recorded in the United States. And I told them that in confidence.
Oh, that's classic. That's classic. Classic Weekend Update joke. Here's Chevy.
Bobby Moynihan!
Very nice.
All right.
And that does it for the meantime. Action News at 6.
I'm Patrick Gilchrist.
And I'm Jared Gaines.
Back to the show.
Bobby Moynihan. Hilarious.
Oh, that was so hard. I worked so long on those.
Yeah, that was
it
hard,
was
huh?
5 jokes. I was working on them for like 2.5 hours.
I felt like the Weekend Update jokes were easy to do.
I have a lot more respect for them, unfortunately. I was like, damn, guys, this must be tough.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You had less time to do it than I did, though.
Okay, all right.
You know,
fair.
you had like 2 days to do it. I had a whole week.
Yeah. That was fun though. I would do it again.
Oh, so fun.
I can't believe I was like, Jared's got to bring in a picture. I
didn't
brought
have
one
a
in.
picture.
I was like worried you would.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need one picture gag.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it.
Now I got to send that to you for
I didn't think of it.
for the side
I didn't
piece
think
of
of
each.
it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You could be like, they found the Sphinx's nose.
There it is.
It's just
It's just a zoom in, like a really egregious, low quality zoom in of the current of the current
of right
picture.
now?
Yeah.
Of right now?
Hey!
Whoa.
Oh!
Bobby Moynihan.
Bobby Moynihan!
A piece of toast.
Garmanarnar.
Oh, it just makes me laugh every time.
That's so good. Dude, silly words get me every time.
Yeah,
Silly
you can-
words, silly nonsensical words will get
That's
me every
what
time.
you were saying. Real words during your space joke. I
Yeah.
was just like, "Fuck, this is so funny."
Yeah. What's funny is that like I saw that on a TikTok and I knew what they were talking about.
Okay,
You
that's
know?
cool.
They were like, here's an astrophysicist talking to Neil deGrasse Tyson about a Dyson sphere.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, could we make a Dyson sphere? How far away are we from a Dyson sphere? Oh, we'd have to be a Type 2 spacefaring civilization. God
That's cool.
damn.
I like getting in deep space TikTok and deep space YouTube and stuff, but I do have to wait for the guy to break it all the way down to sci-fi terms for me to start
Sure.
having fun.
Yeah.
But that's okay. They always do.
They always do.
Like they know how to make their video entertaining. You know what I mean? But the new satellite telescope,
Yeah, the new one.
the JAWS or whatever.
Jaws.
Like I every time there's one girl I follow that posts every time it turns in pictures or whatever,
Yeah.
I get so excited.
Yeah.
The stars keep getting farther away
Oh my God.
and older and more likely to
And they
look
keep
like
giving
Earth.
it to people good at Photoshop to make it look super sick.
Yeah. It's so good.
So cool. Yeah, I watched a guy try to make his own rendering of like a nebula, and he was like, "Oh, it's so fucking tough because like you get the file on your computer and it's like this big and it doesn't look like anything, but you're able to blow it up to like so big and crazy and large."
Wait, what?
I know, and it's black and white.
Okay.
And you have to activate the red, green, and blue channels to create the stuff, and then take artistic liberties on where you're gonna how you're gonna represent that.
I get it.
The horseshoe nebula.
I get it.
Yeah.
So it's like
Horsehead nebula.
mega compressed just to get all the information
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there,
yeah.
so you can see every piece of. That's tough. It's
crazy.
It's tough to be out there. Closest thing we got to a time machine.
Wow.
We can go back.
Yeah.
Farther.
That's if you believe what the scientists say. I think sometimes they say something scientific that I think is so useless to me.
Like what?
Like, you know, when you see a picture of a star,
Yeah.
it's by the time the light traveled to you, it's already been 2 billion years. And
Yeah.
I'm like, nuh-uh. Prove it, you know? And they do it in math.
Yeah.
Prove it outside of math. Prove it outside of math, idiot.
That's
Light is like that. So how would it... Light's like the fast
You've been
thing.
getting really into like Reddit and QAnon and stuff
Yeah.
recently. Yeah, okay, we're
You guys
yeah,
see this-
yeah.
See this jacket?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real easy to get caught up in the conspiracy theory.
Yeah, though I mean, those people do that about the Earth being round.
Yeah, they do.
You could literally go to the beach and.
But to be fair, here's the deal. About the flat earthers.
Oh no, Jared said to be fair.
About the flat earthers. Of course they were wrong the whole time, but
Right.
anyone trying to disprove them wasn't doing a good job of disproving them.
How do you mean?
Like, we know the earth is round, right?
Uh-huh.
So we have the advantage of information.
Yeah.
These people believe the earth is flat, and they're at a disadvantage of information. They have to fabricate their own information, right?
Yeah.
And they had scientists going like, yes, but if you look at the curvature from a length of and you look at the deep ice and you're like, you're not explaining this on their level. These people are stupid and gullible.
Yeah, it's
so
how
you
it's-
have to like talk stupid and gullible to them.
Yeah.
They think the earth is flat. How dumb can you be?
Yeah.
So you have to talk dumb to them.
Yeah.
They think Antarctica is an ice wall. Invite them to the ice wall.
Yeah.
You know, Antarctica is a place you can go to.
Yeah.
Then bring them there. You know, like when someone like B.O.B. takes a picture from an airplane in a night sky, like a shooting star, and he goes, "Where to curve?" Then you just go like, "Hey, B.O.B., I'd like to send you up on a Tesla rocket
Yeah.
and explode you in the sky."
Hey, B.O.B., we want to send you on a trip.
Here's
We can share-
here's a pic from the space station of your huge forehead, you piece of shit. Asshole. Yeah.
I could use a dream or a genie or a wish.
I have you time traveling. Have your mind babbling.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. I've never seen Weezer and Paramore distance themselves from somebody so
hard.
so quickly.
Weezer wears glasses. They know the Earth is round.
Hip hip. I'm actually gonna. My bad.
What's with this homie dissing the planet? Why does he got a front? Weezer doing like slight casual racism from the early 2000s.
Yes.
Cool it, homie.
It's almost they almost get away with it like in like a white and nerdy way.
Yeah.
It's like that same bit, the Weird Al bit.
Yeah,
like they're white and nerdy.
They're so clearly white, and they say, "What's with this homie?"
Yeah, so it's like
so it's fine.
Yeah.
That's not how you do it.
No,
Different.
No. I do it in a way that
You're like, "Hey, come on, dog. Hey, hey, come on, dog." And I'm like, "Why are you saying that? Don't even start with me." Why are you pretending you got an LA accent?
Speaking of people that are dumb and crazy and stupid and evil, I saw a picture of a guy with a big old swastika tattoo on his forearm. And he got it fully covered up with a beautiful mural of like Jesus bleeding. And I was in there with a bunch of people talking about it, and it was a lot of people were going, and I agree completely. It was like, I mean, that's a hat on a hat. Like only this is
like that's also a red flag.
and also just like I was in there, and I think the part I agree with the most is like that's a hat on a hat, but you know more than anything, like this guy's just chill.
Yeah,
just
yeah. Your strong beliefs have gotten you into a couple pickles.
Yeah. Just
you know, maybe cool it. Pump the brakes on the strong belief systems here. You know, maybe chill. Maybe don't devote your life to a cause anymore.
Your only modes are I'm a Nazi or the blood of Christ. So like you gotta like, or
hey man, chill out. Have an avocado toast, bro.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Have an acai bowl, brother.
All right. So let's hit Jamba Juice.
Yeah, all right.
And we'll
okay.
and we'll just back that. We'll just.
You ever make them do a mango a go-go with a scoop of vanilla ice cream in it? That will make you forget all about Christ.
And all about all that other stuff, too.
You're going to thank Brandon, who made your fucking slushy. Something easy. You ever have maple brown sugar oatmeal?
I got some.
This shit is delicious. What I like to do is I like to take a big bowl of maple brown sugar oatmeal. I take 2 packets and I put them in the bowl. I put a bunch of hot water in the bowl, just enough to submerge. And I take oat milk and I put that in. I also put a dash of salt and a little bit of maple syrup in. I mix that up. I put it in the microwave for 1 minute.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
You don't get it. I feel that way about the oatmeal. It's the pinch of salt. When I was a kid,
pinch of salt in oatmeal
in Kennedy Elementary School in Augsburg, New York, we had a chef at our school in our lunch line called Chef Rick, and he wore the hat.
That said Chef Rick?
Chef Rick.
Awesome.
Chef Rick. And he would pour you I would have oatmeal every day. He'd pour the oatmeal. And I've never been able to recreate what that oatmeal was. It was just like a Quaker oatmeal with hot water in it. That's it.
Yeah.
But maybe they don't make oatmeal the same as when I was a kid. Almost certainly they don't.
Yeah.
You know, now there's sawdust and mercury in it.
Yeah.
But
and microplastics.
And microplastics.
It's not even in plastic.
And the only way I found to get it close enough is to put a pinch of salt in there.
You know what it is? You know what's missing is the love.
That's probably it. It's the time and care.
It's missing the time and care.
Yeah.
And the wise direction of a nice chef at your elementary school.
I know a 25-year-old man who eats the dinosaur eggs oatmeal.
I'm 30. I don't know.
It's just like it doesn't provide you anything past regular oatmeal. Quit putting the toys in the oatmeal. You know what I mean?
No, well,
quit playing with your food. You're a grown man. You got taxes to do.
But it's basically it's got candy in there because you just bite into the pieces of it.
You don't need to eat candy. You don't need to be eating candy. I told you about the Lunchables.
Reese is eating dinosaur egg oatmeal.
No, it wasn't Reese.
It wasn't Reese?
No, it wasn't Reese.
Oh.
No, it was a friend from back home.
Oh. Okay, it had to have been Reese.
No, he's funny. He would do some shit like that.
I'll do that. It's that there's a big chunk of brown sugar.
I know what's in the dinosaur egg oatmeal. Okay? It's just that you as a grown man got to go up to the shelf, put it on the thing, and be like, I want the one with the dinosaurs.
I'm at self-checkout.
Yeah.
I'm at
I'll curse that self-checkout.
I'm at self-checkout with my
There's
dinosaur.
no shame in that self-checkout.
With my dinosaur oatmeal and my accurately sized condoms. All right?
All right? I don't have to buy the condoms with the rubber bands anymore to keep it locked around the base.
They make condoms without that. Never mind.
What I do is I take a doctor's glove and I cut out the pinky. Thank me later. How you doing?
Do you come here often?
Oh, what's it to you? Huh? Agabish.
You got a name with that face?
Does that face come with a name on it?
Yeah.
That face come with a name with it?
Those boobs come with a phone number?
Does that ass got a star sign?
Does that ice need some company? Drink's empty.
Does that chicken tender need some FREDO?
Happy birthday. I'm out, by the way.
Yeah. Couldn't figure it anymore. Anyway, does that bad rejection attitude need some Bobby in it?
What?
She rejected me. I felt bad about it.
Okay.
But my name's Bobby, and I'm persistent.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Does that rejection need some alcohol for it?
Ooh, I'm gonna need some ice for that burn.
Does that painful rejection need some Haagen-Dazs? He's doing this by himself in his apartment right now.
I know.
He's going, hey, yo.
She walked away a long time ago. She's just talking. The bartender's just like looking at him.
Does that pain need a hot bath? Oh, boy. Hey. Hey, yo. Bobby FREDO, everybody. The guy's name is Bobby FREDO.
Bobby FREDO.
Bobby FREDO's his name.
Okay, but let us know if those first couple would work on you. Because I thought
No. It comes with all of them.
So
Let me know if all of them would work on you. Let me know if every single one of those would work on you. You don't get just one.
Damn
I'm
it.
going to do all 9. I'm going to do every single one.
I might use Does That Face Got a Name?
Has that face got a name? Pat would do something like that. You remember that one time
Yeah.
that you went to, I think it was the Jonas Brothers Walk of Fame star ceremony,
Oh!
and you saw John Bellion at the Starbucks or something.
I've got a couple all-time quotes from that morning. I don't know what fuck I was on that morning.
That is my favorite quote of all time. Pat walks up to this random person who's working. It seems like she's probably involved in the event planning of the thing.
Yeah.
You know,
I can give you more specifics.
Okay, all right, but she's like maybe a producer or whatever, and Pat walks up to her super cash on the side of the road, off the street, stranger, and says,
We've been talking for a little bit, but I said, so tell me what I don't know.
and you know what she did? She told him.
She told me.
She told him, this is a star ceremony for the Jonas Brothers. John Bellion's right over there.
Yeah.
Go find yourself a seat. Have fun.
She did. No, we were talking. She was a camera woman for NBC for sure.
Okay.
And we were talking for a little bit, and I was like,
But you were talking for a little bit on account of you walked up to her and you just started a conversation
I
with
just
her.
walked up to her. I was like, hi, how are you this morning? And she was like, oh, nice. It's a nice event. And I was like, oh, I'm happy. Like it's like the sun shining for this. This is so good. And she's like, like, yeah, absolutely. I'm like, oh, I'm a big fan. I love their music. She's like, yeah, this is good for them. It's so cool that so many fans showed up. The conversation was about that long, and then I said, so tell me what I don't know.
So
and she told me
sugar tits.
Tell
me what I don't know.
She told me the hotel they were staying in, the cars they were driving in, when the ceremony started, and where John Bellion was.
Oh my God.
I was like, thank you, I'll see you later.
Hey, sweet thing, tell me something I don't know.
Before that, hours before that conversation is when I physically ran into John Bellion.
Right.
And I ran into him getting coffee. I was just behind him in line. He got his coffee, I got mine.
Important context is that I fucking love John Bellion.
Yeah,
big
it is.
John Bellion fan.
All I said, he was walking out. All I said was, "Excuse me, are you John Bellion?" And he said, "No," and he kept walking. And I was like,
"That's how you do it."
And I was like, "That's okay.
how you do it.
Have a good afternoon." And cut to 90 minutes later, the prompter being like, "Ladies and gentlemen, John fucking Bellion!" Yeah. Like, yeah.
Low, low, la, la, low, low.
Yeah. Like, yep. No, I know. I knew.
He's like, I just want to play basketball. From New York.
Yeah.
That's the energy that Mark McGrath gave me when.
You met Mark McGrath?
Where have you been? When I released Rock Bottom and we were trying to get Mark McGrath as a feature.
I gotta tell you, I forgot that was his name. Yes, I know that. Go on.
Who did you think Mark McGrath was?
I was picturing a baseball
You
player.
met Quick Draw McGraw, the cartoon from Hanna-Barbera? No, we were... Yeah. Mark McGrath from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
I went on a really big campaign to try to get him on my song.
Yeah.
And it eventually reached him, and he commented on one of my things. He was like, sorry, bro, I just saw all these. What's up? Yeah. And then I was like, oh, shit. And I made a video, and I like basically going like, please feature on my song. And he commented on it, and he was like, you're doing all the right stuff, dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, what a legend. What a legend. He's done this a million times, man. He's done this before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is similar Nope energy for sure.
And also similar Nope energy. Jace went to Guitar Center like 4 days ago.
What? Just the other day?
Just the other day.
Okay.
Jace went to Guitar Center because he's gonna record the verse to this fucking rap song.
Rock and roll.
And he goes, he's like, I went up to the thing. Or no, I'm on the phone with him while he's in Guitar Center. And he walks up to the counter and he's trying to get the guy's attention. The guy's not looking at him. And Jace is
classic.
Jace is like a normal guy. Mm-hmm. So he's just like,
he's like not a guy that's forced to be in Guitar Center all the time.
All right, I'll just chill and fuck off over here for a while. And it turns out that the guy was running a training scenario for a new guy. And Jace is like, I'm a customer. Run the training scenario
with
on me.
Yeah.
I want to buy something I don't have all day. I got to get back home. It's 2 hours back home from work.
Yeah.
You know? So he's like, he's sitting at the thing and he's sitting there tapping his foot and it's cracking me up and shit because he's genuinely for real. I was like, you have no idea the hell.
Yeah.
that You just walked into Guitar Center is the worst place on earth. The guy eventually gets to him. And he's like, just that? And he's like, yeah, just that. And he's like, all right, would you like to sign up for the 2-year insurance policy for the thing? And Jace went, skip past all of that. Yeah, we gonna skip past all of that.
Oh, dude. Like he's getting through a security question on his laptop.
He's like, all right, let's just...
God, that's so
And I
funny.
just find the microphone. So
I respect that so much.
I loved it.
That's insane.
I was cracking up. Jace didn't know I was laughing.
Oh, my God.
And he said it just like that because he's on the phone with me. So he's like, we're talking in the language that we talk in. And he went, yeah, skip past all of that.
I got to adopt some more of that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
Well, I have some more. We did the weekend update jokes.
Yeah.
And I already been ripping on jokes, so I have a bunch of jokes left over that I wanted to say. So this is kind of like part 2 to my stand up comedy jokes.
Yes, sir.
From all those months ago. So here's a bunch of new jokes that I wrote in the last week. So beforehand, you were hearing all the stand up jokes that I've been accruing for months. And this is all from just 1 week of thinking. So they're probably not as good.
Sure.
All right, here we go. All right. I got myself a prescription for Ozempic, but I didn't like the thought of poking myself with a needle. So instead, I've just been injecting it into full racks of St. Louis style ribs and eating them throughout the week.
Yeah, I saw that coming down the barrel. I could see the light as you started telling it. I was like, yep. Yeah, that's good.
My dad always used to say, Jared, don't write checks with your mouth that your ass can't cash. That's easy for him to say. His ass is oil tycoon J.D. Rockefeller.
I don't get it, but it's funny. It's
You know who J.D. Rockefeller is?
Nope.
He's a very rich guy.
Okay, right.
I hate depictions of aliens in movies. It's all just freaky little things with big eyes and anal probes. Like, think outside the box. Who says they can't even have to be carbon-based? Who says aliens can't be 6-foot albedo overlord anime waifu body pillow uncensored peach skin same-day shipping?
Same-day shipping? Yeah. I
had Googled how you buy anime body pillows.
I see.
Because I was like, I wonder if there's a store. It's just Amazon.
Yeah, of course.
And so I looked it up and I just read what.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I was about to say I could send you some links. That's yes.
I bet you could.
I bet yes.
When I moved to LA, one of the first things I noticed was that skate culture here is vastly different from back home. Like, for example, LA has more concrete and pools in their parks, and back home in the greater Syracuse area, there's a lot more crack and meth addicts.
Is that related to the skate community or just kind of?
This is the same joke, but I'm from the lost city of Atlantis.
Okay.
When I moved to LA, one of the first things I noticed that skate culture is vastly different from back home. Like, there's hardly any sharks or talking fishmen.
Yeah. I mean, these feel a little tailored to me, but all right.
And lastly, when I was a kid, my dad used to ground me for not doing my homework, so now I get him back by sending him AI videos of alien motherships invading Oklahoma on TikTok.
This really happened. This is
Dad, what are we going to do?
Oh, that's so good.
And I've been workshopping this one with Pat, and I had to deviate, so we don't really have it all the way.
Oh,
I had this character. I'm going to tell you the joke of the new one. It's completely unrelated to the old one.
Okay.
I had this character. His name's Nosferatu. And this is my impression of Nosferatu, who is a Dracula-type person and also a cat, teaching his new son how to hunt. You must pounce on it.
Nice, you got there. Yeah, that's good.
Nice. All right.
Pounce on it.
You must
teaching.
Pounce on it.
Again, pretty deep fried. You gotta know a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Fuck you guys.
I know.
It isn't for you, it's for me.
I know.
You're like, a lot of these are tailored to me. I'm like, they're tailored to me.
The comments are going to be like, we know. Yeah, we know.
And we got it.
We're,
all right.
We're here.
We're there.
It's cool.
Yeah.
You want to tell them how you tried to get to the Fast and Furious
Oh my
thing?
God, yeah.
Or-
Like, so sometimes when you're writing a joke, you start with a punchline. And for this one, I started with the setup, and it was impossible to find a punchline. Yeah. Maybe, honestly, if you have a punchline for this, put it in the comments, because I would love to hear if anyone could figure out a punchline for this.
Yeah.
But the character, instead of being called Nosferatu, his name would be Nosferatu, and he'd be a Dracula-type character from the Fast and Furious universe. I just couldn't find a way.
And then punchline.
I feel like
you guys could do it.
I feel like you can maybe do it.
I've seen you do it before. It's tough.
I feel like it's just missing, any connective tissue between Nosferatu and the Fast and the Furious.
Yep. Yep.
My thing was like, I guess like if this is Nosferatu, convincing Dom Toretto to put hydraulics in his car before he goes to space, you must bounce on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough.
It's not very good.
You gotta. It's deep. It's even deeper. You gotta know what hydraulics are.
And more people would know what hydraulics are than most of the rest of that joke.
I hope so.
More people would know what hydraulics are than you must bounce on it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Damn.
Yeah.
You're right. Before we get out of the main episode, I wanted to do a sequel to my Wyoming games.
Oh, okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Last thing for the ep?
Let's do it.
Okay. So I showed last week on The Meantime, I explained childhood games of mine, Stick and Sword.
Stick and Sword.
Go watch that if you haven't. Also,
Yeah.
the TikTok's just on our TikTok.
And play those games.
And play. So I showed my roommates, Sam and Nick, that video because they grew up playing the games with me.
Yeah.
I was like, guys, look at this. They were like, oh my God, so funny. Sam immediately goes, Pat, you should have told Jared about Can of Beans.
I have not heard about Can of Beans.
And I had forgotten. So would you like to guess how you play Can of Beans?
All right. Okay. It starts with a can of beans. And you throw the can of beans as high as you can in the air. And everyone has to stay in the circle for as long as possible.
Close. That's kind of like the bow and arrow game from Grown Ups. Yeah. You go to the backyard and someone goes in the front yard on two sides of any house with a can of beans and you chuck it to the other person.
Yeah.
And the goal is to play catch for as long as you can.
Yeah.
But of course, it's a win-win scenario because if you don't catch the can of beans, everyone on either side gets to watch a big can of beans explode.
Oh, that's nice. Explode?
Oh, yeah.
On what?
Concrete?
On both sides of a house, there's concrete?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Concrete backyard, concrete front yard.
Concrete backyard?
Yeah.
Where?
Like my backyard was all concrete with a basketball goal.
Whoa. That does sound fun.
Just like patio, concrete slab, fence,
Whoa. Mm-hmm. No grass?
basketball goal. A garden that the previous people before us maintained, and we did not. It was dead.
Interesting.
It was dead within like 3 months of us being there. But no, just like a little like deck thing straight to slab of concrete with a basketball goal.
Nice.
But then like
did some people try to get it into the basketball hoop?
oh, we would do that all day long.
Try to de-perfect it?
Yeah. But again, it was more about the beans exploding.
More about
for
the
sure.
beans, right.
And then additionally, so that was the first thing Sam said. He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you should have brought up can of beans."
Brought a can of beans, yeah.
And then he was like, with less enthusiasm, he was like, "As long as you're going through the games, you could mention Gatorade bottle filled with poop." Which
And thus our paths diverge. And so we come to the junction of our lives. Two paths diverged in a nodding wood.
we the more I think
I chose the one not covered in shit. One time, our friend Tony, who you know, drank piss and swallowed a fish.
Whoa, a live fish?
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone drink piss.
Yeah.
Or swallow a fish, but I wouldn't expect that one.
Oh, well, I mean, we
kinda
also had a big orgy in New Jersey, so it was a different type of group.
and you can tune in.
We were raising hell. This has been another episode of The Meantime on Adobe Radio. Tune in Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific on Adobe Radio or Adobe.com or the all-new Adobe app.
We got plenty of spillover on that, right? Yeah.
You talked about a Gatorade bottle full of shit. We're not keeping that in. That's gross.
Okay, word. Give us 5 stars on Spotify. Give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to our Patreon.
stars on video. Give us 5 stars.
Okay, but subscribe to our Patreon.
Please do.
Where you can listen to our additional show Time After Time, which is starting right now. If you're at the end of this episode, you can hop over to our Patreon. $5 a month gets you. There's 4 episodes now. We're gonna keep going forever.
Forever?
In
perpetuity?
In perpetuity.
You heard it from the horse's mouth.
Go listen to. That's
My friend
funny.
looks like a horse.
That's funny. That's good. So go listen to that. Go listen to Time After Time. Listen to my band, Not My Weekend. Listen to Jared's project, Rat Park. Mm-hmm. We'll see you next time.